What's going on? Hey, it's been a while since the last time I posted a video on this channel. I still driving for Uber. I'm doing it part-time now. Things have changed a lot. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is going to be directed to you, the rider. If you are a frequent flyer, you probably find yourself booking a lot of reservations. One issue that's been happening, at least that I've noticed in the past few months though, is when I start early in the mornings, I usually do 3 in the morning to like 7, and I focus on airport rides. Sometimes I get a request to go pick up a rider to go to the airport. When I show up, the rider comes out, we greet, whatever, blah, and then the rider notices, hey, wait a minute, you have a Tesla, but the vehicle I have here is a Prius. What is your name? Oh, wait a minute, Antonio, no, it's Mike is supposed to show up. And then seconds later, as we're going back and forward, I tell them, go ahead and refresh the app. I'll explain to you what's going on. They go ahead, close the app, open it again, and then sometimes what I'm noticing, and the app on their end updates to showing my info. Now, the driver that was supposed to show up to pick them up, because it was a driver that picked up the reservation the night before, 3 days ago, that driver will come to their house too. I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to explain to you how the process works when you place a reservation. When you place a reservation, that trip request goes to a few drivers. Whoever picks it up first, he's the one that will show up tomorrow, 3 hours from now, or whenever. Now, if for whatever reason, about half an hour before the pickup time, that driver has any issues at all, or it's too far from you, and the Uber app thinks that he's not going to show up on time, they'll take your trip away from the original driver and they hand it over to a driver that's near you or that's available, and it's going to make it to your house on time. For whatever reason, there's an issue on the Uber app that, again, this is not something that happened to me in the past, I'll say a year or 2 years. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and it's only recently that I've been seeing this. For whatever reason, when the Uber app is supposed to tell the driver that's late, hey, this trip is canceled, you no longer have it, or simply take it away from them, it doesn't let that driver know that he no longer has a reservation because he's late. And now the system sends it to another driver. That new driver shows up, but the other driver's still coming to you. What's been happening is that, again, instead of letting one of the two drivers know, don't show up anymore, now I show up, I pick you up, we leave, you find out, hey, wait a minute, it's not supposed to be you or whatever. The app refreshes, shows now the correct information of the new driver that showed up. But what's been happening sometime during that trip or after the trip is over, the rider gets a notification that the other driver, there's a no-show charge, plus a charge for the trip that they took, because the previous driver did show up at their house, waited, nobody showed up, but they got charged a cancellation or no-show fee. I've noticed in the past few months, and this has been happening more often here in the LA area. If you're a driver or a rider and you've encountered a situation like this, let me know in the comment section. Now, we drivers have a phone number where we can actually talk to somebody and we can let them know about what's going on. I have attempted to help riders with screenshots from their phone that they send to me, showing them to customer support. It is unfortunate that even for us drivers with a phone number, customer support for us is horrible. And for the riders, it's even harder because they cannot actually, as far as I know, they don't have a number that they can call. A lot of riders that have been running into this issue, they just don't even bother and they let it go. But multiply these by God knows how many times a day. So Uber ends up just pocketing the money, because a few riders that I know that this happened to them, they ended up becoming one of my private clients and they had never got a refund at all. Although they did whatever they could, I did whatever I could, contacting Uber, showing them screenshots. If you're a driver, you already know that customer support for us is horrible. I did whatever I could, but unfortunately, the rider still got charged for the original trip plus a no-show fee. How much? You already know that could change a lot. But that's a lot of money, and that's a lot of money that Uber pockets, without even trying to refund anybody. And I figured I wanted to let you know, kind of give you an explanation of how the process works. And I think after all this, I came to a conclusion that Uber hasn't even bothered fixing this issue, because at the end of the day, it's got those thousands or probably millions of dollars that they get for no reason at all. And unfortunately, you, the rider, end up paying for it. So if you're a driver or a rider that have been encountering that issue, just let me know in the comment section. It'll be interesting to know how many of you have encountered a situation where you, as a rider, you come out and the guy that's outside, yes, has your info, but you have somebody else's info. Or as a driver, where you show up, nobody comes out, you go ahead and wait the wait time and put a no-show and leave, and you wonder whatever happened. Let me know in the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching.